Now we have the amazing Ted Lee and Jeff Durso, the co-founders of Blitzr. So we got a whole new agenda here, guys. We got 4 breakout rooms today, new timing, multi-speakers, because this is the new normal reality of business. So Ted Lee, talk to you first about speaking, and Jeff Durso, your partners here about Blitzr, and how we are putting on an upcoming summit to help us to create 200 new networking millionaires. That will be this spring, and we're going to do a combination of Zoom, working with Event Raptor in the morning, and then we're going to transition over to the amazing automated networking platform called Blitzr. So Ted Lee and Jeff Durso. Ted, why don't we start with you, and you can toss it to Jeff.
Hey, so thanks a lot, Mike. We are really happy to be partnered with you and Greg on everything you guys are doing at Networking Beat Academy. And we built a virtual business networking platform at the beginning of the pandemic. Jeff and I were sitting there on a Zoom, much like this. And we said, I'm not really meeting people like this. Now, this is fantastic because we get out into these breakouts, but we take it one step further on Blitzr, and we go into one-on-one timed, algorithmically based meetings where you're going to meet people. It'll cycle you through. As Robin said a minute ago, it's like speed dating, but for networking. But the amazing thing about that is our platform has a memory. It has threaded messaging for groups. You can engage in asynchronous chat like you do on Facebook groups. You can also meet and chat with the people one-on-one afterwards. So instead of saying, wait, quickly copy all the stuff out of the chat, out of the Zoom, ours lives on forever. So you can actually build and maintain relationships after the event, because most networking happens in the follow-up and not necessarily in the first meeting. So we welcome you all over to Blitzr. Last thing I'll say is you should come and don't just be a participant. What we hope is that entrepreneurs and people like yourselves will build an authority platform of your own and be leaders of your own group. And then people look to you as an expert, and then they buy your products and your services.
Yeah. So, I mean, one of the interesting things that we've kind of observed from a couple thousand events so far is that the platform's mirroring real life in a lot of ways in terms of networking, right? So it's not just about meeting new people. It's about meeting some of the same people again and again, the way you would go to a real networking event and kind of forge a relationship over time. So that's, I think, what's been really interesting to us is that a lot of people have built sort of friendships and referral partners over time by speaking to some of the same people on subsequent blitzes, and then also getting that mix of new people every time. I mean, the exciting thing is you have no idea what's going to happen when the next person's going to show up in front of you, and you don't know what's going to come. So there's kind of that anticipation that happens on a blitz. And one of the other things we're doing is we're sort of migrating the platform to take on more of group functionality. So we just launched a whole discussion forum capability built into the platform where groups can hold, kind of like Facebook groups or LinkedIn groups or Mighty Networks, like that's all built right into the platform now. So now we've got the group discussions, and then we have the Blitz events built in as well.
It just keeps getting better and better. I've been around for a long, long time using Blitzr on an ongoing basis. And these guys are so committed to our success. They just keep adding to it and making it better and better. And that's why we are committed to hosting a summit, because we think this is the best new way to create the new networking millionaires of the new normal reality. And Ted Lee even has some super ideas for other ways to create networking millionaires. There's so many different ways to create new millionaires today that we have to put on a whole summit, and we're going to be learning more about Event Raptor. That'll be coming up on March 24th, but it's all about getting ready for that right now. So back to you, Robin.
Because it's really cool. You say asynchronous chat, blah, 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 but what it means is I can go back now and look at every meeting I've ever been at, and all the people that I was in meeting rooms with, and the chat that we not only had then, but we can continue that chat when we're logged into the blitzr.com website. So it's just incredible the ability that you have and how that keeps that for you. And you can, there's all kinds, you can set alerts and alarms. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, thanks guys for that. You're really bringing a lot of power with that. And it's very amazing to have the access to it. So we appreciate it.
Thanks, Robin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.